Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Shadow Empire as Phoenixstate. I'm kind of curious what the victory score will look like. Yeah, but is still climbing, everyone else is crumbling, and we're holding stable. I think this is inevitable. Jackson wants to organize a party. And Jackson wants to organize a party. What is up with that? None of these profiles are things we want. We can afford to lose a little bit of heart, though. Ooh, that gives us some negatives. Might sacrifice the enforcement instead. Yes, allow. What is the average security in our zones? I don't quite remember where that is. I don't think it's in the dashboard. That's other stuff. Zones. Need to do it by round 117. If we look manually, security 96, 54, 150. Can we afford to spend time making barracks? We already have barracks. Why is security so low then? I mean, we're having worker shortages out here. We're having shortages. Yes, we are having worker shortages. Why are we losing workers? Seek their happiness elsewhere. Worker happiness is pretty low. Same out here. So we have a high civilization, but we have low amenities, which is causing a decrease in happiness. We need to increase the quality of life. But we're using every bit of industry for the war. I'm gonna refuse that. It's gonna be very hard to meet that demand. We should just get the tank destroyer. I think we have a model for everything else. I think it's pretty clear we should go with the medium laser gun. We have the rare metals, no reason not to. 200 weight. Go for 100 millimeters. I don't know, I kind of want to go for heavier. Thing is, do we want our tank destroyers to be mobile or heavy? Kind of want to go heavy. Means double diesel engine. New operationalization. Why I struggle with that. RPG infantry army. That one I definitely want. And build a whole army of RPGs if we need them. Hold still up there. Bring these infantry down. And I can bring in the walkers. From there, we can reduce. Oh, we're gonna take losses. It is what it is, and it is fine.
Mission accomplished.
No, we took no losses. Better than expected. We'll stand by and we'll reduce them again next turn. Moving down to landing. Push our motorcycles up. Bring our buggies in. Move this infantry. Oh, I keep doing that. Every time because they're hiding in there. Maybe I should just cut them off. They could countercut us off and we have an exposed front up here. Let's move infantry up. Looking at a more aggressive option. Bring in the buggies and the regular tanks that I can replace. Put them on the flanks. Yeah, they're not adding much. Yeah, that hex looking pretty dangerous. Kind of curious how an artillery duel will work out. Except I saw that there would be no return fire, which I missed that last time, and I should have been bombarding this whole time. That's a healthy amount of softening. Probably not healthy enough. Wow, those really aren't helping. Why did that change the odds? Oh, it is not. Man, this is all over the place. Counting more on the modifiers. Now look at how this is shaking out. See if I can optimize this a bit. We're gonna try it. We might take some heavy losses here. But I want to try it. Oh yeah, it's bad. Oh man, it's very bad. We even lost our cataphract. That is brutal. Well, that was ill-advised. Alright, looks like Belelier is slightly garrisoning the borders. Gonna move our infantry forward. Do I want to have... I just noticed we have a lack of supplies over here. Mostly in food. I think we might need to build a supply base right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Roger that.
And build out a dirt road to connect there, which cost us 120. That's doable. Do we want to go through the Rose Bar? No. I like connecting those things, even though you don't really need to. Just a personal preference. Let's get these guys involved. Do our bombardment. It'll cost us a lot of munitions. With the amount of artillery we have, this heavy artillery sucking down the supplies. We're not really getting kills for it. I'll bolster that unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. So we're still all in HQ range. Do I want this militia here, or should I pull it back to the battle dojo? I think I'd feel better there. Now we have the town. I'm not too concerned. Let's get the workshop up. I'll keep about 1,000 supplies. We need to produce the ammunition and then go back and produce the machine. Now that we've used one. Check on what troops we need for replenishment. We need 300. Did build a road. It's not like we're unable to meet our needs, and we're not falling behind. Just having a little trouble catching up. Because we're doing foolish things like assaulting anti-tank guns with tanks. We may just have to leave Colding alone. Leave probably our integrated tanks down here and pull the Galactic Republic units out and use them elsewhere. Where that is a little bit open for debate. Do we need to make any purchases? I would like to purchase more water if the price is decent. Let's get about 1,000. And we could sell some food if the price is decent, which it is. We're holding steady with our recruits. The colonists are slowly ticking up. Question is, do I want to dump them into somewhere? I don't think so yet. We'll just go ahead and end the turn. Things have slowed down. We've got a lot of fronts to manage. I feel like we're not really gaining ground, and in the economic war, we're definitely gonna lose to Belelier. It's a matter of time. We could make it glorious. So I'm gonna put it up to opinions. If you'd like to see this series move on, or shall we continue this series? Fight to the bitterest of ends. And if so, there'll probably be a break as I wait for y'all to catch up to where I am, since I've been recording ahead, since I'm going to lose my ability to record soon. So I'm curious what y'all think, whether to fight to the bitter end or focus on the new series. Since I'm going to start a new one and split time with this one if we continue with this one. Otherwise, the new series will take all the time slots for this series. I don't mind fighting it out. I'd be interested to see how it went. Look at the charts at the end. And it'll give us some combat experience to get a feel for how different units interact with each other. And look at certain unit mixes. And a little bit better at the management, since we've fallen behind on the quality of life. Which that's a new problem for me, since I haven't had extreme civilization before, or extremely civilized, however they want to pronounce it. So there are opportunities. I feel like we just fell behind the curve for a lot of things. In particular, not political points, bureaucratic points. We weren't keeping up with the level of, not bureaucracy, but we had a lot of councils very quickly, and that diluted our pool. Okay, it looks like Holding attacked and didn't accomplish anything, and then they attacked up north and did accomplish something. Boy, did they move in strong. And then the rebellion attacked as usual, accomplishing little. So we're continuing our 2-to-1 ratio defensively. Discovered synthetic fuel. Gas-powered small arms. Local referendums. Free trade. Yes, we know we lost long ago. Merchant society. Absolutely not. Get bent. No, I'm not going to conquer Hansen. We don't need the political power. I wouldn't mind just random stratagems. Applied science. Let's look at our report. What was it? Was it organizations? Something I was looking at just earlier. Not features, technology overview. It's not, well, known and research in progress. This is useful, not for the one I was thinking of. So we've done a lot of discovery. What we need to do is to actually research it. Focus should be less on discovery and more on research. And we're looking at a decision for the Science Council. If we look look at that again. I don't think we are ahead on the Applied Science Council. So should we focus on discovery then? What are we looking at tech-wise? Let's do a full discovery. And once we have a few things under our belt, we'll shift it back. Minor worker demand in debt mold. We've got the money, I'd rather pay them, even though we're running a deficit. Instructions blackmailing us as usual, even as they're on the ropes. And then still not getting replenishment troops out here. We're getting them at all? No. Let's go ahead and finish off the rebels. We'll use everything, we'll minimize our losses. I'm glad because we took 3 losses. And then we'll use this guy to clean up there. We'll send the rest of the militia down south. So all the militia is gonna push out this way at this point. Or maybe garrison along this border. I see Lillier is pushing actually. I might have to deploy the 6th Infantry down south. We'll go take a look. Landing is starting to push a few more troops out there. Don't mind being in the yellow. We'll push a little bit. Keep things cut off down here. And then we're going to pull. Can't pull back. We don't have enough AP. The tanks do. We'll get them out of there. We'll leave them. Pull back the Romulus. Not going to be able to push on any of our fronts due to logistics. So I think we'll keep the Romulus and the Galactic Republic Infantry as kind of a mobile reserve. I'm forgetting to do our bombardments down near Golden. We may lose our recon buggies since we're pulling out of there. If so, it's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And now supplies are looking bad over here. Probably because I did all that bombardment, so we're not going to bombard this turn. Especially as we didn't cause any losses. Well, I mean, look at our ammunition usage. And without the supply base in place, it's going to be hard to maintain getting munitions out there for the heavy artillery. Could save up, complete the sealed road, but I think the railroad is more effective. And we also need to get higher quality of life. So what is our surplus? Lost due to maximum, 113. don't have a ton. We're not going to be able to expand too greatly. I can at least make sure I have the basics. Which I do. Everywhere. Good. Speaking of, how is our scavenging rate going? Almost running out on a couple of these. I think what we should do with our excess industry, actually not yet, we need to workshop. 480, don't need the machine, replacement troops, need 400, we'll build 5, we'll use them. Couple machine guns. And then the light armor. Well, that'll take up all of our industry. Rather than pushing logistics further, which I kind of want to do. I won't take food, the price of water went up. Yeah, machines are going for a higher price now. Well, with that, we're at an end. I hope you enjoyed, much as I did. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please do comment on whether you'd like to see this one go to the bitter end or not, but it looks pretty grim. And I think some of that was planning on our part. I think we were aggressive enough, but we needed to be more forward thinking on how to set up the logistics network. And it was kind of more reactionary on my part rather than thinking ahead. At least long term. This is actually the furthest into the game I've gotten. Past around 100. We're at 109. 109 turns. Pretty good. I'm really curious to hear what y'all think about continuing it alongside a second series. Just so we can see it to the conclusion or not. But with that, I am out of time. And I will see you all next time. Take care.